thank goodness. We were grabbed by a couple of goons.
Goons?
You are aware that we kids have appropriated the phrase goon and turned it into a positive? As in, what up, my goon? Or that car's totally gooned out. Thank goodness.
The sweet life of Zach and Goonie, everyone.
Yeah.
So basically, Steve and Steven have rebranded to Goontopia, and it may not go over well with some fans.
The expression is gooning, Gooning.
It's called gooning, and the left wants to ban it completely.
Listen, here's the thing. I love gooning. So get up, dust off, goon.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 20 of Goontopia.
Is it 20? No, it is 20.
Yes, it is. We are going to be on episode 20 by the time this shit
The shit be poppin'.
done. Yeah.
Now, we've got a really interesting episode because last week we dealt with a little bit of trouble in the comment section.
Yeah.
We got canceled, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's explain it. Right, this was the miseducation of Terrence Howard, where we basically made fun of his appearance on Rogan and his stupid ideas, and we dissected them and totally demolished his brain.
Yeah.
And so, but everybody came to his defense because apparently at some point we mentioned that he was black.
Which I think was important for the story.
Mm-hmm.
So we weren't doing it to try to be racist. We were doing it because we wanted to give information. And so I don't understand what the problem was.
Yeah.
But people took issue with it. So we're just going to go through some of these comments and just kind of address them and kind of clown on some of them. So, of course, after you mentioned race, you lost
Trent
it.
Camel says, after you mentioned race, you lost it. And then what did the person say to him?
He said, not for me.
So
here we go. We've got a fan there. Good job.
Yeah. So see, and that's just the balance of how this works, because we're going to have these idiots comment, but now it's getting scary for those idiots because we're getting Tinkerausa.
And then we have Joseph Bukaki.
Bukati, yeah.
Bukaki saying funny video, and we have our fan favorite of the show has not listened to
Can I
Pets.
come?
Yeah, he's changed his name too, by the way.
Yeah,
but
it's a Tlingit word or something for
tongue or something. So, can I tongue? How's that? Somebody condescendingly saying that we're not racist.
You're not racist at all.
Calling him Clarence, which is a black name, which, hey, it's a classic mix-up.
Well, and isn't the guy's name Clarence Thomas, Justice Clarence Thomas? That's like an honor. That he's the highest black man in the land. He decided that abortion was illegal.
Seriously. So sorry that I confused Terrence Howard with one of the smartest, most accomplished men in the United States.
It is funny, though. My all-time bit, and it's funny because I forget the guy's name. Who's the rent is too damn high guy?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's my thing, too, is just calling people the rent is too damn high. I think I just say that. I don't even think I know the guy's name.
Yeah.
We're just having fun, guys.
It's just fun. And also, this is the other thing. At the end of the day, come on, look at the name of the show, by the way.
Yes.
You went to Goontopia for a 100% serious take on the Terrence Howard situation.
Yeah, you thought we were going to give like an intellectual response to how Terrence Howard thinks he's being intellectual.
Yeah.
When we're just, like you said, the name of the show is Goontopia. And if you watch the minute, or well, not even a minute, but the intro, the first 15 seconds, you're like, this is a silly show.
Right, exactly.
It's not for real. These aren't real opinions. These are just guys that are observing the world.
And it's something different. And even if you don't like the show, at least I hope when you stayed here in Goontopia, you got something different. And if you can appreciate that we're a little different from the other shows. Like Trump. Yeah, like Trump. Then that's all we ask. And I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway.
Hobo Slow-Mo says 754, which is my favorite number.
A subtle reference there. Let's see.
Revolver isn't good. That's our guy.
Yeah.
Look, dude, you're wrong about it. And I like Kraftwerk. I don't love him. I like Kraftwerk. So
well, that's why I liked the comment and not that one.
Yeah.
I was
you got to earn him. But hey, don't try to, kiss up to us. Like, we prefer you to be honest.
Yeah. No, we appreciate
We're getting
that.
to know you, can I come?
And someday maybe can we come over for dinner? Okay, this was also a funny comment.
Yeah.
More like a mockumentary, I swear. Videos like this should be lawsuits for defamation because these guys obviously got nothing going on, just want to mock others when they don't understand.
Imagine taking that to court. Hey, these guys have nothing going on and they've said some bad things. So they're going to go, they're defaming Terrence Howard. Look, he's the one that stepped into the arena. He's the one that stepped in and said, hey, I have a brand new idea. And all we are is defending science.
Right.
By the way, this comment, crazy epic 323 Ibc, I don't totally disagree. This is a little bit of a mockumentary because again, you're almost starting to get it with that comment where it's like, oh wait, no, I don't actually have to take these guys seriously. So I will give him credit there.
Imagine taking Goontopia to court and then the judge, Clarence Thomas, giggling because he knows that 1 times 1 is not 2. And he goes, actually, you crazy epic 323 Minecraft, you're going to go to jail for wasting my damn time.
Well, what you're going to find is we have a lot more black support. You know, the old argument, I have a black friend that works every time.
Well, we have a black audience.
Yeah. Well, we have a black space scientist.
Yeah.
Astrophysicist.
And we're going to hear from him shortly. Not only do we have our own opinions on our side, we've got Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Who's famous for being the smartest guy ever.
Yes. And you know what? Fuck it. If they get mad at us, he's black. I'll say it. He's a black guy, and he's the smartest guy ever.
Oh, you're going to pull the race card on him?
Yeah.
No.
So let's go ahead and hear what he has to say.
I'm going to read you just my opening line here. It's titled 1 times 1 equals 2.
Whoa. So he agrees.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Damn it. So he doesn't agree with us. Fuck. Okay, no, we'll keep going.
Lead off by saying, this is an ambitious work that is a clear indication of a restless active
That's
mind.
talking to a baby, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you say to a baby that's trying to make sense of the world.
He basically told Terrence Howard, looks like it's nap time.
Well, yeah, he's telling me he has a childlike wonder.
Yeah.
Sense of wonder.
You know who also did? Brian Wilson. You know who's also like, you know who wrote a song about the solar system? Brian Wilson.
Well, that's true. If Terrence Howard turned these theories into rap songs, they'd probably be off the charts.
Yeah.
On the charts, top of them.
It'd be on top of the charts, exactly. And then, okay, Neil deGrasse Tyson's going to be very impressive. You're going to watch him read the rest of this.
Within these pages, however, there are many assumptions and statements that are...
Notice he's not addressing 1 times 1 equals 2, which means he's already defeated. Now I'm on Terrence's side, damn it.
He's ignoring. Notice how they've blurred out this part because Neil doesn't even want to go near that.
Well, that's the kind of secret that they're trying to keep from you.
Yeah.
If I've learned anything from Terrence, it's that the smartest people in the world want you to think that 1 times 1 equals 1 for their gain.
Misinformed or simply false, thereby compromising or nullifying many of the subsequent conclusions you have drawn. That's exactly what should happen in a peer review.
And he went on to say that, like, Terrence Howard's 36-page pamphlet was like egregious, unquestionable, unirrefutable, unequivocal, undeserved, unequivocal, diabolical. That's what the rest of the video is. Doing that.
This whole beginning part, he's talking about peer review. He's just explaining how peer review works. Like we don't know, like we weren't all in a class once. Yeah, well, so he's talking about the Dunning-Kruger effect, but the crazy thing though is his name's Neil deGrasse Tyson, and that's his name because he kneels on deGrasse for some Tyson chicken nuggets. Okay,
that's right.
Man, he doesn't even smoke deGrasse, and he has the gall to make that his middle name.
And okay, sorry. So he was talking about what? What was he talking about again?
The Dunning-Kruger effect. Which is named after
Freddy Krueger.
Yes, and.
Well, and it was also
the driving crooner effect.
Yeah. So he's doing this thing, and this is a logical fallacy, the driving crooner effect, where if you believe long enough and you print out stickers on your car and you put them on the window of your car and you line it up properly, it will look like you are a driving crooner, even though you are not actually a crooner. But the driving part is what's right. And that's where people think they're often like a genius or literally what they think they are, what they appear to be. And I don't understand because again, he's talking about the cunning cougar effect. I don't understand what that has to do with Terrence specifically, because I thought cougars was like attractive women that are older. Like I know Terrence is older, but like, why is Neil deGrasse talking about the cunning cougar effect? And I just doesn't seem like a logical critique of him.
But I was going to say with the Dunning-Kruger effect, this is what people that are slightly above, because what's the Dunning-Kruger effect is when you have like a little bit of a knowledge base and then you just start talking authoritatively about things and you're too stupid to realize your blind spots.
Yeah.
So Neil is like one ring up the ladder from that, where he's smart enough to know what the Dunning-Kruger is and to read the Wikipedia page.
Yeah. And then it's like, but then he becomes a guy who he himself is like the Dunning-Kruger effect for the Dunning-Kruger effect, which is also known as the inception effect. And which we are one step above Neil, which puts us 2 steps above Terrence by knowing about the inception effect.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's actually the coming gooner effect. All right, let's go on. Yeah.
Well, does he break down the 1 × 1 = 2 part? I wanted to see that.
For example, the square root of 0.64
Now, I don't know if any of this is true, but I'm going to take his
0.8.
word for it.
This fact undermines your claims and assumptions and conclusion.
Neil's the type of that would go around going, you know, the difference between a hypothesis and a theory is that a theory's got a little bit of info backing it up. You know, that little fun fact that people, technically it's just a hypothesis because there's you don't even have a thesis yet.
He does have a typo here. Assumptions, add conclusions.
Whoa.
It's supposed to be and conclusions.
Well, that's Latin.
So,
Which,
okay.
you know, that's where we're on the Dunning-Kruger because we only know a little bit of Latin and he knows more.
Gotcha.
Ad hoc, you know,
ad hominem.
Yep.
So that was Neil deGrasse Tyson.
This is a Juneteenth episode. People don't know this, but we're recording on Juneteenth. So that's NDT, everybody. Neil deGrasse Tyson. Neil's on deGrasse. Okay, so I have a little bit of a story. When I was a kid, I grew up with one of my best friends. He actually became a professional wrestler one day.
Really?
He became a professional wrestler, believe it or not. And we would do all kind of, our main thing is we did pranks, you know, so we would do the gum that electrocutes you when you pull the stick.
Classic.
We would do, you know, like dog shit in a bag and throw it on somebody's porch. We'd put it on the porch and then light it. Noogie people, we'd do swirlies. But it got to the end of senior year and I go, you know, we have to go out on a bang. We have to come up with this great big prank that'll win the day. And so I said, the perfect time to do it, the principal's coming down and you know, you're going to be a professional wrestler probably soon. So, you know, you got to be remembered at this high school for that. So he goes, okay, that's great. But, you know, we need to come up with the perfect prank. And I go, okay, I got it. And I pull out this pink cushion and I go, the Whoopi Goldberg. No, that wasn't good. You hated it.
I didn't know where it was going.
The Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah. But Goldberg is the name of your friend?
You know, like if I did it well, it would have been probably 3 professional wrestlers, you know, rule of 3s in comedy writing for any of the comedy nerds out there. The whole point is a Whoopi Goldberg and Michael Richards now. Okay, you can go into
Okay. So yeah, Michael Richards was on, I'm sorry. Hang on. Sorry. Is Goldberg a famous wrestler?
Yeah, he's the bald Jewish wrestler.
I didn't know that.
And Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah. But I thought, okay. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't that good, to be honest with you.
So anyway, Whoopi Goldberg, Whoopi Goldberg was on The View because she works for that show, and she had Michael Richards, who has been doing a press tour for his new book, The Art of Crowd Work. You know, stand up nowadays, everyone has crowd work clips, so everyone's been dying for Kramer to write his advice on it. But every time he goes on this, like you said, he can't not bring up his most memorable moment. So we'll just kind of go through this interview.
What's wrong with Whoopi's skull, by the way? It looks kind of weird.
She looks goofy.
The views, yes.
Not the name of the show. Okay. He's like Jordan Peterson. He's dressed like Jordan Peterson. He's even got
the hair fixed up like him. Damn.
He's been he's got quite the makeover. Anyway, we'll keep going.
Michael and I were on stage together 175 years ago.
When you were still a slave, Whoopi. That's what he wanted to say. No. Okay, we'll keep going through this.
Coming into things, coming out of things, coming into things, coming out of things, the comings and the goings and all those...
Care to comment on coming?
Hell yeah, dude.
all those moments that define us.
Well, I'm so happy that you're here. And let me just start by saying...
He scoots away from her.
I don't believe in cancel culture. I believe in consequence culture. And you've paid a lot of consequences.
Indeed.
So we understand that. And so let's go to your infamous racial tirade on stage at the Laugh Factory back in 2006. We all saw that. It went viral. You were being heckled by some black audience members.
He's trying not to laugh. I mean, he's going, dude, if she says it right now, am I allowed to laugh?
Like, don't make me, don't make me say it. Don't make me fill in. He's got that brain where it's like he has to like correct things with the facts. So he's like,
and I don't want to spoil it, but he's gonna blame Kramer for this.
Yeah.
Just what were you thinking? What happened?
He's like, I mean, you saw the clip. They were, being too loud. What was I gonna do? Sit there?
I mean, he's already having enough trouble not asking to touch Whoopi's hair. So
can we at least give him a round of applause for that?
I'm on stage with a microphone in my hand, doing an act, breaking in materials late at night. And man in the audience made an announcement that he doesn't think I'm very funny. And I came back. Now, first, I must say, look, I'm not a normal man.
What an excuse. Can I use that excuse from now on?
So that's what we need. We should comment. You know what? We gotta right some wrongs here. Let's go to where someone called us racist, and we'll use the Kramer, the Dunning-Kramer, the Cunning-Kramer excuse. We're not normal people.
We're not normal people.
There we go. Okay, thank you for that one, Kramer. The Cunning-Kramer effect.
We're off the hook.
Yeah. Whew. Okay.
That's not his only excuse.
Yeah.
There's a lot of eccentricity going on in my kind of comedy.
I've been called eccentric, you
and
know,
certainly I could never have created a character like Kramer without being slightly touched. I went into character.
I mean, the way he's making his faces, it's like how he slipped and fell on a banana peel and landed into a rake that like hit him. He's like, yeah, yikes, I went into character.
Well, it's like when somebody's talking about a ghost and they're like, is it here with us right now? You know, it's like, is Kramer about to be with us right now? Do we need to be on our toes? Because if it's that easy for you to go in and out of character when you're not on set, then, I mean, that could, you know, that warrants a psychiatric evaluation.
You might as well be playing with like a Ouija board when you're like, and you were Kramer, like just even saying the name Kramer, like that could trigger him into going at it. So, okay, we'll keep going.
Slightly touched. I went into character. I work in a comedy club environment where the N-word is used a lot.
By black people, not a real excuse again. None of these are real excuses.
Well, okay, well...
I don't even care that he did it, obviously, and it's even crazier that, like, some stupid bitch is going to be, like, 18 years later, be like, you remember when you said the N-word that one time?
Remember when people would say that?
Remember when people would say it?
Yeah. And his excuses so far are, what? I'm not a normal person.
Yeah.
I was in character.
But I'm also, I got cast as that character because I am that character is basically his reason. I'm eccentric, which is how I got the part.
And other people were saying the N-word without even...
I don't, you know, if anybody in the comments wants to drop the episode when Kramer does say the N-word or it's implied that he says it, let me know. Because I don't remember him even being aware of anybody else but himself. So I don't even know that he knew black people existed.
Or even like the soup Nazi. Did he even know about that?
No, he wasn't even in that plot.
He was like, I befriended him, Jerry, meet my friend. And that was the end of the episode. Okay,
where the N-word is used a lot, and I decided I would let it loose. And
not even, I love this. Every word is like, can be studied. I mean, instead of saying where the N-word was used a lot and I used it, like that is the appropriate way to kind of like
let loose.
I let it loose.
Which implies that people are constantly having to hold it in because it's so funny.
And I opened the floodgates. Like,
it's not used anymore. Those days are over.
Shut up.
For me, they certainly...
She's always the biggest buzzkill, so it's... Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. For everybody.
By the way,
for everybody.
Cancel culture, I canceled myself out.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I'm out of there.
That's a slogan.
That rage came about. And
so it was rage.
Well,
Someone
sure.
saying you're not funny.
Yeah, and the rage is channeled into a character. I am trying to perform in my own way.
I mean, this is honestly our best defense. Yeah. This is what we're doing, people.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to perform. Your Honor, I was trying to perform. I don't know what else you want from me. Oh, my gosh. Okay.
And that got me deeper into hell. That's not a right word to use, is it?
I meant to say heaven. I was in heaven with how liberally I was using it.
And I know she is the one that asked the question, but he's only looking at her. He's like, I can't look over at Whoopi right now.
Yeah. You're black enough to where I can look at you.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to look at Joy because I see nothing. I see like Patrick Starr. So I got to look at somebody.
I felt I got hit, so I'm hitting back.
Yeah.
That person went low. I'm going lower. And, I'm very emotional.
I mean, this is us because this is what people are telling us. We're not funny. I have an annoying voice.
Yeah.
But we drop it in.
Lower.
And then, I mean, we're going lower.
Yeah. I mean, Kramer is giving us the playbook right here.
See, I can still, after 18 years, you can feel but this is the passion that I am. Maybe it's because I'm Italian. I tried, but it went to hell. It was heroic, horrific.
That's the best part of the whole thing. It was heroic. And he doesn't even like start to say it and catch himself. He fully says heroic, and then he has to backtrack. I was deep into character. It was heroic.
Play that part again.
Okay.
Tried, but it went to hell. It was heroic, horrific.
You've apologized for it.
I have.
And you've learned something from this, don't you?
Oh, indeed,
You've learned something.
indeed.
But let me ask you, Michael, do you still have that rage in you that you had that night?
Anger is still around. It doesn't go away. It's the color.
I mean, good
I
God.
like that he's not denying it.
I know. He's not like, well, that part of me, no. But he's like, anger, what is anger but a performance? And what did I do but perform on stage? This is like so bad. This is the worst defense ever.
I know, it's crazy that he keeps, I mean, he's had 18 years or whatever, however long it's been since Jerry brought him onto Letterman and had him zoom in.
Yeah.
And his defense wasn't any better then.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would say from our perspective, it's even better. But, but he's not, why doesn't he just say, I said it once, I haven't said it since?
Right.
You know, if he really wants to be off the hook. But, you know, I mean, he wants to be true to himself on some level. You can tell he doesn't want to lie.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes when I drop something, it slips out and I let it fly. And so.
My fur, I went personal, and then I started seeing it collectively.
Whoa. So you started hating all black people instead of that one black guy that yelled.
Started looking at crime statistics and seeing the patterns at why 13% does 50%, and I really let it go. Okay, we'll keep going through this.
I'm there in a club making war on my fellow man. Those were big considerations.
He's performing now.
Yeah, that's true.
You also write out some of the highs of your life, and obviously 9 seasons on Seinfeld as the beloved Cosmo Kramer, one of the most iconic comedy characters.
So I also like how this, because they're probably no longer talking about the N-word, but the turn of that is, so you were literally Kramer.
Yeah,
so
I know. Well, you know, they didn't know that was going to be his reason, so it just lines up perfectly that they're like, he blamed Kramer for what was one of his excuses for saying it. And then they're like, you know, you played this iconic character, falling all over the floor, letting loose.
Yeah, moving the arm gestures of him and saying the N-word.
By the way, the title of his book is Entrances and Exits, and I don't think any of them got that it has to reference him coming and going on the show.
Right, because
probably more than anything.
Joy was like, what that reference to? And then he was like, well, Shakespeare. But yeah, it's him sliding in and out of places. And that's how he slides when he like goes into a building and sees that black people are in it. Then he slides out immediately to try to save himself. But it's like he's done for 20 years. Like he did that Curb Your Enthusiasm episode. And then he went on Comedians in Cars getting coffee. And the whole time he just apologized for that. And it's like, dude, enough is enough. Like shit or get off the pot. Say it again or never bring it up.
Well, he didn't bring it up though. I mean.
On this?
He didn't bring it up.
That's
they
true.
brought it up. I mean, this is their fault.
Yeah.
And actually watching it back, it didn't ruin the, I think he squirreled around it pretty good. Squirmed.
Yeah. I mean, he had a few things, which when you take them out of context, they sound very funny. I mean, it's just, his defense is just funny, but I guess it's good that it wasn't the typical, like, I'm learning, you know? That's always the worst excuse where it's like, you didn't know that saying the N-word was a bad thing. Or like when sexual assault allegations come out about someone, they're like, I'm learning. It's like, you didn't know rape was bad.
And also, nobody was saying it 18 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't think.
We'll be checking out his book.
I'm not. I'm not going to pretend on that one.
I'll be telling you what I find when I check out his book.
Okay, so we've got some more white guys trying to be black, use black words. So we've got, do we want to put them up against?
Yeah,
we're going to have you guys vote in the comments. I don't know if we can do a poll in the comments. We can't, but.
No, we can't.
But comment who you think does a better black joke. So we got Carl here who has less than 1,000. Fewer than 1,000.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Yes, 964 followers. He's an up-and-coming comedian. His name is Carl. You know him from Carl.sucks, I guess. And here's his joke about his black ass.
Ancestry.com, it turns out that I'm 17% African American, you know? And at 17% African American, I am not from Wakanda. I'm from like Wakanda.
Did you hear the people in the background say, joke thief, this joke was stolen?
Oh.
Listen again.
that I'm 17% African American, you know?
Joke to you.
And then 17%.
Did you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From
Wakanda. And that mic twirl at the end.
Yeah,
So,
that is the shittiest way to try to get out of something is doing the Ian Phi dance up on stage and just dance around nervously until something happens.
yeah, thinking that's gonna save you.
It didn't, and it was such a limp-wristed arm swing too. Like he couldn't even like if he did like a Jack Black thing where he just pretended like he was a rock star right afterwards. That would have been like, holy shit, that joke actually was pretty good. Well, kinda.
Yeah, dude, bro. I'm from what, kinda?
By the way, no way he's 17%.
No.
You'd have to show a little bit more than that.
Just because you're the size of David Lucas doesn't mean you're as black as David Lucas, okay?
Yeah. Also, I mean, what percent do you have to be to say it?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, at least like 1%. I don't know.
No, because people do the DNA thing, and it's like, well, I'm 1% from West Africa. And it's like, well, probably not, but...
Yeah, I guess maybe it depends on what part, too. If you're like South African, then that's different, right? Because that's like white.
Well, but not originally.
That's true. But does that come up? Like, will it say you're from South Africa if you're like you have British ancestry?
Oh, no, I think it would show. Unless there's like a unique population there that's... Because I don't know how long they've been in South Africa, because they're all just British people, right?
Yeah. But so anyway, so is this better than? And I still to this day cannot get a clip of Tony Hinchcliffe's joke, but where he did the
lesbian.
Yeah, so and so is a black lesbian, so she doesn't just eat pussy, she hell knows it. And so you let us know in the comments down below which one is the better of the two jokes. So got anything else?
No, I just hope Carl sees this, and I hope he becomes our enemy.
Yeah. Love to have a nice feud with you. So anyway, we've talked about racial tension, who said the better black joke, who didn't say the better black joke. But what if...
Everything you knew was wrong about the history of white on black crime.
This is a video where the elites don't want you to see this, you know, because they always want you to think that black and white, they don't go together. They're always fighting until we show you this.
I baked you a pie. Oh boy, what flavor? Pie.
Dad, I'm hungry.
I'm hungry, I'm Dad.
Why did you name me this way? Why?
So you're going to tell me they did that whole routine a few years, even maybe before he was killed by the man?
Yeah, they knew each other.
They were friends, and that's what they're trying to keep from you. I mean, this is real, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, it's this pictures we know and love of both of them. You know, we recognize who they are. I don't know. This is a great video, and I feel like it's appropriate for like Juneteenth too. You know, it's like a unity and...
because we're 4 years, 5 years, 6, 7 years removed from George Floyd.
Yeah.
So, you know, just get the truth out there. And, you know, you feel bad for Derek because he's rotting in jail.
Yeah. He
for
was
what?
Stabbed.
For defending himself against his friend, for trying to outdance him.
Yeah.
He was trying to outdance him.
That's all it was. But the body cam footage was hidden too. You can't get access to the entire thing. So I don't know. To me, this is just like friendly joking around. So we got a good pace. Now we've got Jayson Tatum. You got to introduce me.
So the Boston Celtics just won the world championship of the NBA. And Jayson Tatum, he's a little bit of a cornball brother, if you know what I mean. He's always doing goofy stuff. Here he is trying to capture every iconic moment in his moment.
We did it. We did it!
So forced. There's Kevin Garnett. Now that was electric.
They're going to say now.
That was before he got wrapped up with Adam Sandler. He's already wrapped up with Adam Sandler at that point.
Post getting unwrapped up with him.
What are they going to say now? What are they going to say now?
I know everybody was wondering what would happen if he didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
Wow, that's like a Trump thing.
What I would do if I didn't win, I guess we'll never know.
Does the same arm thing. Oh yeah, here we go. Trying to and I love it too because the fucking they captured the shittiest photo of him. I don't even know how there's a camera that bad in the locker room. It's like it's like a Snapchat photo.
Yeah, I did not realize that's what that was supposed to be.
So he's trying to copy the iconic Michael Jordan crying after getting his first, or maybe that was after his No, his dad's right next to him. Except his dad died.
Oh, okay. This is like him. He's just like going in to kiss it.
No, and he wouldn't put the damn trophy down. By the way, people that don't know, I'm a Celtics fan. I'm a big Boston Celtics fan, Boston Red Sox fan, Boston Bruins fan. I love Boston. But Jayson Tatum's corny. And that, you know, fine. When we won back in 2008, Paul Pierce is a little bit corny too. He pooped his pants once on the court. So yeah, no, this is just funny. I wouldn't want Tatum to leave the team. He's a really great player, but yeah, no, this is
huge cornball.
He's like, I gotta act. Well, the thing too is, so in the NBA Finals, I know you don't know this, they play a best 4 out of 7 series. So you win 4 games, you win the championship. So they went up 3-0. And no team's ever lost after being up 3-0 in games. So it probably like already settled in. So it is going to be a little bit forced, but you don't have to force it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they kind of knew they were going to win. They're up 3-0. They lost game 4. It was 3-1. And then they won 4-1. They won the series.
Gotcha.
So it was like, it was going to be really hard for them. Like if they dropped 3 games in a row themselves and it was 3-3 and it went to a game 7, it was crazy. You know, he wouldn't have to probably force anything. It would be more authentic, but they're probably like, yeah. And they killed him in that game. So
gotcha. So he's just phoning it in.
Yeah. Now the NBA is made up of a lot of weird guys now because it's all, you know, just black guys that watch Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Isn't Kyrie Irving? He's an NBA player too.
Yeah,
right?
he was on the other team.
You know what I did learn about the NBA? Mike Love from the Beach Boys has a brother, Stan Love, who I think played for the Boston Celtics. And he has a son, I don't remember his name, but he plays for the Miami Heat, I believe. Still plays.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's a Love?
Yeah. Last name is Love.
No, wait, it's not Kevin Love, is it?
I think it might be.
That's crazy. I never knew that he was related to... He plays on the Heat.
Let's see if it has him.
Whoa.
Yeah. Founder of the Beach Boys. Yep. Pretty crazy.
Fun fact, I'm learning something new every day.
That time I bring you a basketball factual. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Next, we've got the N-word girl.
Yeah, and so for all the people that think we're just totally racist, oh, you guys say the black word. We're not bringing this up again, by the way. Once this is buried, it's buried. You're never going to hear us talk about it again, except on the next episode because we recorded it first.
Yeah.
N-word girl is doing everything wrong. She's a champion of the conservatives because what? She said the N-word.
She said the N-word, yeah. And within a day... I think this is the original video. I'm not going to give the audio because you've already seen it like a million times. And she says the N-word. InfoWars immediately has her on. And the angle they take is, what, you can't say anything nowadays? And so she has taken that to try to propel her career. But what she didn't know is that a lot of conservatives actually kind of caught on to this. And a lot of the more schizophrenic conservatives are trying to say that she's like a Jewish psyop, which Alex Stein had her on last night to try to squash that idea. But still, a lot of people in the conservative movement don't like her at all.
But this is what's so annoying is everybody immediately has to be like, oh, she's a like everybody's, oh, she's a racist. And the other side goes, oh, she's a psyop. And it's like, no, she did get famous or went viral for this thing. And now she's just trying to capitalize on it in the most lame way possible. Now she just gets on a video. She's like, don't fat people just make you uncomfortable?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, we've all thought that for a million years.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. It's like, she's given her, you know, because as, you know, Andy Warhol, what he once said that everyone gets their 10 minutes. Everyone gets their 10 minutes of fame, and there's no such all press is good press when it's in that 10 minutes of fame. Andy Warhol famous for the banana breakfast and the soup lunch. So he said that, and once she gets her 10 minutes of fame, all she says is like, yeah, fat people are fat, and it's like lazy people are lazy, and like there needs to be more white babies. And they found out that she's like had a child out of wedlock, and they can't confirm if the baby's like fully white.
She was like, man, you guys need to try and convert all these liberal women or something. It's like, what are you talking about? You're single.
Yeah.
What are you going to fix the solution? You're not even with a man. This is like Nick Fuentes talking about why straight marriage is good.
Right. And, well, they're like perfect for each other. You know, they really should have gotten together, which she went to the Turning Point USA conference, which is always at the same time as the America First Political Action Committee or whatever it's called. So she ended up going with Nick's crew and trying to like mingle with them. But when she was on Alex Stein's show, and this is like the dead giveaway that someone should never be listened to. She was like, well, I just started learning about politics and like opening my eyes up to the real world. It's like, when you're 20 is the age where you get to learn about politics. Whenever you get a little like older than that, you know, it's like the Dunning-Kruger effect. You know, she learned like 10 things from Instagram that her algorithm fed her, and now she thinks she's like learning about politics. And her videos show just like how limited her scope is and how like dumb she is.
Yeah, well, and this is obviously a big problem, and we've pointed it out before, and it's maybe obvious that everybody that goes viral doesn't need to like remain famous.
Yeah.
You know, I did that with the romper stomper bitch. She got a fucking deal with Playboy, and I still follow her, but so that's not a good example, but she has nothing to offer the world. And I really don't get the thing where it's like, oh, by the way, she's not hot, but the thing where everybody's swept up because she's conservative or something. It's like, why is that attractive?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why is that attractive in and of itself? Like,
honestly, Sam Hyde has a very good take about that, where it's like, if a woman is like conservative and believes everything you believe politically, that's a red flag. Because basically what that tells you is that she copied the identity of the last guy she was with.
Yeah.
And she's willing to just do that and not be her own person. And that to you should like put you off. But a lot of conservatives, you know, I think the thing is that they get themselves in this idea that they need to be like incels. But then when she's like a 6.5 out of 10. When one of those girls come along, then they can't help themselves. They have to cave to this type of woman. And, you know, she's like the gun girl, too. She's a little bit more attractive than the gun girl. But do you remember her? She like shit her pants, too. There's a picture of her like shitting herself.
No.
She was like on InfoWars, and she just took pictures with her AR-15. She's like, come get my guns, liberals. And it's the same archetype of woman who just gets thrown into the spotlight, and they're trying to make their fame last, and it's boring.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched probably 3 or 4 of her videos, and just none of them are like gonna keep me watching her.
Yeah,
she's not hot enough, damn it.
Yeah, and she's like not psycho enough to keep it interesting either. That's the other thing.
I guess that's it too. It's like, okay, let's say you're actually attracted to, or you want to be with somebody that has like conservative values, because I get that. You want to be with somebody that has similar values to you.
Yeah.
But this girl's not your girlfriend. She's somebody you're just going to keep watching online.
Yeah.
And it's better to watch liberal girls online, honestly. You know, because you don't actually have to deal with their mess.
Yeah, yeah.
You
it
know,
almost paints like a prettier picture.
It's like, oh, she's chaotic and fun and crazy. That'd be fun to hang out with her. But it's like, what, I'm just going to sit around and watch this person say things that I already know is true, the fat thing? I mean, come on.
She's going to like butcher, and not even say exactly what you know, but like butcher it. But it's like, because she says what you like, you're going to like give her a hand up. Like, no, it's this is the statistic, or this is the saying that you need to remember and whatever. But
wow, her chin and nose are poking me.
Yeah, she has a Squidward physique going on. She's got the Easter egg island head. And she's got her fucking Old Navy shirt on too. That doesn't make you a patriot. Why don't you wear what Jack Black wears?
The overalls.
Yeah, at least he tries. Where's your trying? So anyway, we got to move on.
The one time she cooked.
So she was at the AFPAC thing. So Nick Fuentes had his 4th annual AFPAC. It's the conference where he has all of his people speak about his beliefs. And apparently that was canceled. And so he took his gripers to the Turning Point USA event, and they got kicked out. But he made this big scene kind of illustrating that his political movement is rising and can be combative against what is seen as the traditional conservative event. So all of that went well until what we're about to see. So we've got these sitting and this is the only account that would post this, by the way. So come on.
Ben Shapiro.
Come on. Let's stay focused here. And I'm not even following.
No, I like the side by. That's crazy.
I thought I was not following.
Wow, embarrassing.
Fuck. I'll cut that out. Sorry.
Okay. I had not seen the side by side. So they really should have flipped it around though, because then they could have done the Virgin and Chad thing better. But
so we've got Ben. This is how a normal person sits. This is how a straight man sits. This is how a Jewish or Goyim sits. And then we've got, I mean, is there some like geometric shape that maybe Terrence Howard could show us where it's like he's geometrically like perfectly aligned as like a gay person or something? I don't know.
Yeah, you do see that kind of shape in nature, and it's called women.
Yeah.
They sit like that. And the rolled up fucking pants, and
which we've discussed is a sign of bisexuality. So
but who were we talking about, by the way, that did that?
Spider-Man and Nelson.
Well, not our personal, but it wasn't there. Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was the Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Oh, he sat like that?
Or he wore his pants were rolled up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this Foster, everything
skinny
about
jeans too on top of it.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're a little boy. And I don't even want to be mean to him because I think he's got enough problems. You know, he's always being came after.
Yeah. Right, he's got enough problems, and I don't even know where I was going with
His
this.
Alex Jones appearance wasn't bad, but I just think my problem with Nick, it doesn't matter. It's the way he's sitting. That's it.
In this current situation, this is not a good look. I mean, I don't know. It's either he is slipping up.
America first, and he's wearing Chinese-made shoes.
Yeah.
How's that for a dig?
Yeah.
By the way, why is he next to a bed? Is he looking at him like, are we going to move over to the bed?
Yeah. He was live streaming with some other guy who, there are pictures of him online. He's actually the guy who did the coincidence of the, what is it? The room that did not look like a menorah.
Oh, right. The Oval Office is a menorah. No, not the Oval Office. I know. It's the Senate room or whatever.
Yeah. He's sitting next to that guy, and I think they're doing a live stream. I mean, this is a very compromising. I mean, there's nothing he could be saying that could get me sitting like that, you know? So basically, like, the new John Mouse album's gonna have like Ariel Pink song. Like, I wouldn't even sit like that if that's what was being said.
Yeah.
So quite a damning photo. I'm sorry that your event got canceled
because of this photo.
Yes, that's okay. That was the important part I forgot to mention. It was because of this photo. Whole thing got shut down. Cops called. It was a disaster.
What's her name showed up though? Did she meet him? Did they get a photo together?
She wasn't with them, but she was with Sneeko, who has been with Nick. He's a Muslim YouTuber streamer. Yeah. So they have a million exceptions all the time. Yeah.
You know?
White country. Well, the only exception is if you also don't like Jews.
Sorry, I'm Jewish, everyone. How about that for a cop-out? I was going into my Kramer character that I do on the show.
But yeah, they want a Christian nation, but if you're Muslim and also don't like Jews, then you're allowed to be there. I don't know.
Or if you're Candace Owens, apparently.
Yeah.
Which she also doesn't like Jews, so I guess that's probably...
Which she's been gone for a while. I wonder, no news on her. Much like this $1 million idea that Bam Margera has turned us on to. So let's go ahead and check out this video.
Whopper, fucking Whopper.
I got an idea for a song.
$1 million Whopper contest. Well, what's your $1 million idea? Why? So I can tell Burger King and you can steal it? Well, what do I get out of the deal? You get a free Whopper with the $1 purchase. So it's not free, it's a $1 Whopper. For your $1 million idea that you're going to tell them so they can steal it.
Nope, not happening.
There's something like, also, why does she like walk out and then walk back in?
I know, I thought they were leaving, and then it's like, no, they're going in, but
she's got an idea.
Come back. Babe, come back.
I mean, he kind of turns into Eric Butts there too. A free Whopper, but it's not really free. It's $1.
Yeah. Does the immediate turn.
I mean, I love that this was like, it captivated his remaining brain cells so much that he like had to start recording to like point this out. Like it's so incredible. So this is the white man's version of what Terrence Howard does.
See, we're not picking one side.
They all do it.
We did just do 10 black things in a row. Now we're doing but that's you guys' problem. You're focused on it.
Yeah, don't focus on it. So there we go. That was that. And then now we've got the food corner, yummy food corner. So you showed
political
me this.
Food corner.
That's right. Greg Turkington.
So there's been a photo that's been around forever of Mayor Pete eating at a table. And zoom in. Yeah, don't even give me anything. Everybody, including myself, thought this was chicken wings. Thought he was biting into a chicken wing. Turns out, he tore up a Cinnabon and ate it like a rat.
And you can have, and just to further, oh no. Dude, is this the same watch? Do I have the same watch as Pete Buttigieg?
Yeah, it looks like you have the exact same watch, but I'm not.
Geez.
I'm not. I mean,
anyway, he has the silverware, he has the fork, he has the knife. And at first it looks like a boneless chicken wing, but the way he's also biting into it, it's soft bread. Why is his neck like,
You don't need two hands to throw a piece of bread in your mouth.
Yeah. And I'm sure he would do stuff with no hands with his mouth. And it's like, you need
what
two
that
hands.
mouth do, Pete?
Yeah. And like you said, he's eating it like a squirrel,
Yeah.
Like when a squirrel finds something.
Because
he is a squirrel.
Because it's hot rodent summer.
Oh.
Hot rodent summer.
Yes.
Joseph Bernstein, the greatest writer ever from BuzzFeed. Now he is at the Times, isn't he?
New York Times, Sam was wrong.
He did make it. Wow. I'm sure it wasn't through connections. But about how every hot guy now looks like a rodent. Because, and I don't even think Timothée Chalamet was included, but he's also, I mean, he literally was, his spirit animal in Dune was a rat or a mouse.
True.
But
yeah.
it means mouse of the desert. So
Let me find my
It's Hot Rodent Summer. I don't even know the other guys were in the photo, but
let's do. We'll just type in.
Yeah, I don't know if I've branded it that Hot Rodent Summer because it's Hot Boy Summer. You know that's the thing every summer.
White Boy Summer.
Well, there's there's Hot something Summer.
So we've got here's an original rodent man. This is who Pete Buttigieg is. This is who I think of when I see him. Okay, we'll do rodent man.
My theory is he actually doesn't like Cinnabon. And it was a total photo op. So he's like, how do I get the smallest piece possible?
True, yeah.
And he started cutting it and he goes, I'm just going to use my hands.
So this is a little lazy. These are the challengers guys, by the way. Like at least pick different people from different movies. So yeah, by the way, not to spoil the ending, spoiler alert, they fight over cheese. Okay. The rodent men at the end of Challengers. They thought they were eating cheese. That was Zendaya. And then we've got Barry Keoghan. He doesn't look like a rodent. He looks like he's inbred. Okay, different.
What's his deal?
He was the Joker in the Batman, the Robert Pattinson Batman, and he's also just a lot of creepy. He's gonna play Ringo Starr in an upcoming.
I kind of see it
biopic, yeah. And he kind of plays crazy roles, so he's almost like a perfect fit for Ringo.
Mm-hmm.
So they did a really good job casting. I don't know the other actors who were casted, but I don't recognize them from anything else. But yeah, so
and then we've even got a couple more guys just right to the left here.
Yeah,
we got what's his name, Matty Healy.
Bro. Every time I fall for that shit. Matty Healy from
The Adam Friedland Show.
The Adam Friedland Show. And then we have Jeremy Allen White from The Cook Show, Chef. My name is Chef. He was in that show. It's Mal Summer. So what? Now we're penalized for looking good? Now they're trying to prop up the rat male?
Mm-hmm.
So why? Because there was a high demand for cheese, high supply of cheese, no demand, so they invent the
that
rodent.
place in Missouri, the underground cheese place. You ever heard of that?
They have isn't it the cheese, what is it called?
I don't know. Ronald Reagan made the cheese cave. So it's almost a goon cave. Anytime there's a cave,
it can be gooned in. True. If there's a cave, it can be gooned in.
There's that much cheese.
You cannot take the goon out of the cave. Anyway, what were we saying about these guys?
Just that Pete Buttigieg looks exactly like them. He perfectly falls into the category of Hot Rodent Summer.
He is the first rodent man. He was the first one to do it. So we salute you. And next on our menu, so that was the appetizer, right? So now we've got the full course
Here's
meal.
a strong straight man.
Yeah, we've got Happy Father's Day from me to you. The Zinsurrectionist, the erection guy.
I forgot about that.
Chuck Schumer. By the way, when I tried to look up this picture the other day, I typed in Chuck Schumer on YouTube because I didn't know if there was a video of it. And my YouTube search had Chuck Schumer erection from his little flub up there when his little boner popped out in front of the Senate Judiciary
I remember
Committee.
that. He was not embarrassed.
He went, oh, that's my boner.
He's kind of a shameless guy. And just like his disgusting burgers that we're about to zoom out on.
So he made for Father's Day some burgers. And obviously, the number one problem is
they're gray.
You don't put, these are kosher hot dogs. So he's mixing the foods. Okay, these are pork
Well, he doesn't
patties.
keep kosher because he wouldn't put cheese on a burger, but
damn it. The red flag here is that the cheese is on the burger before the burger is even cooked.
maybe it's vegan cheese and he really doesn't know you're not supposed to cook it. You're extra supposed to not cook it. But, he is a bad boy. He always has been the bad boy of the Senate. And, he does things by his own rules. But this is clearly another photo op, in my opinion, where he stepped away from that grill 2 seconds after the photo was taken.
Oh, yeah.
He made a stupid kid do it.
Yeah. And then he took the burger, like the chef took the burgers off and they were like, this fucking idiot, doesn't even know. But it is funny, the alarming number of instances where it's like politicians cannot function like humans. When they drink water or even just walk, it's like there's something that's so odd about them. And I get that's why all those reptilian theories come into play. But what is the real answer? I don't know.
I think they're not human. I don't think he's cooked on that grill ever. They actually bought the grill for the photo. I mean, let's take a better look at it. Is it used? There is some shit down there. No, it's fire.
Yeah. It does look, actually.
Yeah, no, it looks used.
It does look used. So what the fuck? What's his problem? Maybe it's a friend's grill or something.
And he took his glasses off, so he doesn't need to see that there's cheese on it.
So
I had no idea we were going to. By the way, I mean, this is loaded, but he's a hot rat, Summer. And also, We've been talking about cheese, so that actually did segue better into it than I thought.
True. He is the ultimate. I'm actually the rat elder.
King of the rats.
So, King of the Rats, Chuck Schumer. Great zoom there. Great zoom. And there we go. So let's go on to the next thing. And this is a great way to end this. We got everyone loves a kid who think he funny, who thought he ate. Okay, here we go.
Ellis.
Of my edging business. Today I had a yard in town. I did the driveway, sidewalk, and then I also did landscape edging for the first time. For the landscape edging, I used my weed whacker and my power rotary scissors. The weed whacker was just to remove the bulk and the weeds from the rocks, and then the power rotary scissors were to create a nice clean edge along the rocks. Some parts of the yard had a divider between the rocks and the grass, like right here, and it was very easy to do and created a very nice edge. And then some parts did not have the divider, so it was kind of tricky to figure out how to make.
So you get the point. He keeps talking about edging. Okay, you know what? I just had an idea. Do you think that, like, you know, the labor department, they're going to be like, okay, we have a housing shortage. We need people to build houses. So what if they change the terminology for a house builder to a gooner, you know? So then it's like all these people, all these influencers will start being like, here's how I'm gooning. I'll show you how I goon all day long, like how this kid is edging all day long, as a way to revamp the economy.
Well, I like it just for what it could do for the word, you know? Because if people hear that we're gooning and we're not even building a house or whatever, this sounds like we're doing something important.
Yeah. Or what did they say? Zach and Cody say at the beginning, like this car is gooning, what the Goon Mobile or something. I can't stop gooning. And then obviously the comments here we've got. I'm edging right now.
He responds to a lot of them, and he kind of plays into the joke. So he's a witty kid.
Yeah, me too. I'm also edging, and
so he goes, "How long?" And he goes, 2 hours.
Yeah. A 2-hour edge job. Getting paid to edge is.
Thanks.
Genius.
I think so too.
Yep. Let's check him out. How many followers has he gained since? Okay, 10,000 followers.
I did comment on like an older video and been like, "Hey, you want to come on the show, kid?"
Oh, good.
Yeah, hopefully we do.
Let's see. He is young.
No, he's 13. I mean, it's a little. We probably don't want him. But what is that? He makes $1,600 to $5,000 a month.
Is that what that represents?
I don't know.
Huh.
That's what he charges.
Yeah. $500 giveaway. Oh, here we go. Here's a video of
What's
him.
up, everybody? Had a really bad day yesterday trying to get some jobs. So today I just decided to take an off day and I went and played some golf with my friend. Say what's up, Max.
Dude, you need to pay me for it. Unfortunately, he is still red-headed, so his friends do not respect him. But we respect him for being the entrepreneur that many people fear to be. So let's see what he's on this one. Is this a confession?
This is day 6 of Ellis's edging, and I just want to thank you guys for almost 1,000 followers. And I want to share with you a big lesson I learned today. So today started off with me riding around on my bike, giving estimates to possible clients, and also handing out flyers. I spent about 2 hours doing this, and I covered a few miles by biking and walking. I also spent close to $50 on professional flyers. It is a known fact that for every 100 flyers you hand out, you'll get about 3 to 5 responses. But I'm going to get 0.
That's not a known fact.
Dum didn't read the flyers before printing them, and I didn't have any contact information on them.
Ooh, that sucks.
That's spam, bro.
Yeah. Damn, now they hate your business.
You're supposed to knock on their door and go, "Do you need somebody to edge for you?"
Yeah. When's the last time you've been edged by a child, dear sir?
Shout out Ellis. Shout out everybody we talked about today and both episodes we recorded. You're not going to know this, but 20 and 21, doubleheader for us. Coming out separately for you guys.
So enjoy. Thanks for edging. Thanks for gooning. Give us a like.
Goon
and
on.
Comment.
To the skies and beyond with the goon. I don't know.